In the land of Hyrule, there echoes a legend held dearly by the royal family. A boy who after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from the land that made him a legend. Done with the battles he once waged across time, he embarked on a journey, a secret and personal journey. A journey in search of a beloved and infallible friend. A friend with whom he parted ways when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny and took his place among legends.
You two fairies did great. I wonder if he has anything good on him. Huh? This guy. Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, what a pretty ocarina. Hey, school kid, let me touch it. I want to see.
You can't tell.
What if we do something and dropped it and broke it?
No way! You can't touch it!
Oh, but sis, why can't I try it out too?
What's with that stupid horse of yours? It doesn't listen to a word that's said to it. So there's no point in writing a thing like that, so I did you a favor and got rid of it. Hee hee. Ah, boo-hoo. What's this sad face? I just thought I'd have a little fun with you. Oh, come now. Do you really think you can beat me like that? Hee now that's a good look for you. You'll still looking like that forever.
Sis!
Well, Skullcat, wait for me. I'm still here. Tail, you can't leave without me. You! If I wasn't dealing with you, I wouldn't have gotten separated from my brother. Well, don't just sit there, Tickle Boy. Do something. Why are you looking like me like that? What is there? Something stuck in my face? Will you stop staring and just open that door for me? Please, come on. I hope this little girl is asking you. So hurry up! Oh, Tail. I wonder if that child will be alright on his own.
Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Cheese Gaming here, and 8 minutes in and finally starting up that intro. This is my new Let's Play of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Man, who didn't see that coming? I've only hinted at it for the past 12 Let's Plays that I actually have planned from the beginning that I was gonna do this. Interestingly enough, I'm actually using the Xbox controller to do this. Yes, I'm still using emulators, but the Xbox controller actually works very well as opposed to a GameCube controller, although the 3DS controls are also really good. Anyways, just go ahead, use the control stick to move around. You can use Z to center the camera behind you. If you go ahead and hit up, you can actually control the camera. However, it's kind of inverted controls. It kind of looks like a circus pattern over there in the lights. You can hit B to return. Anyways, you can use A to attack, which actually spins. B doesn't really do anything. And that's something I wanted to bring up about with B, is that in the N64 controller, you see where the attack button is? That's A. The green little circle, that represents the location of the B button. I never understood why did they put the B button like that in the N64 controller, because in every other controller I used, the B button is kind of diagonal in the opposite direction of the A button. So it gets kind of awkward when you want to hit the B button, especially when you want to turn to use analog stick controls, in which case you actually have to reach up if you want to hit the B button.
Hey, wait for me! Don't leave me behind! So, that stuff back there, I apologize, so take me with you! You wanna know about the Skullcat who just went up, right? Well, I just so happen to have an idea of where he might be going. take me with you, and I'll help you out. Deal? Please? Good. Then it's settled.
I never agreed.
Now then, I'll be your partner, or at least until we catch that skull kid. My name's Tattle. It's nice to meet you, or whatever. Now that we got all that straightened out, can we stop messing around and get moving? I figured something out. Press C up, and I'll tell you. Hopefully you'll manage to get by without using my mouth until then.
As I mentioned before, you can use C up to use the camera, however up and down is inverted. However, if you go up to this flower and hit A up, not A up, C up.
Hey, if I call you, press C up right away. I can tell you're not very used to your double scrub body yet. Alright, listen up. If you press and hold A as a texture scrub while standing on a deca flower, you can dive into it. If you wait a little bit before releasing A, you'll launch out of the flower. Press A while flying to descend. Did you got all that?
Yes, why do you always use no as the default option?
Are you sure? One more thing. Press A when you're on the ground to perform a spin attack.
So basically, if we're on the ground, we can do a spin attack that basically allow us to move farther. And if we hit A here, you can dive into the flower. After a while, it'll pop up, and you can fly. Now you'll actually see that the flowers start to shake, and automatically, without even pressing A, Link will fall. That's actually based upon distance rather than time. Distance from the original flower, that is. And by C up, it's different. I should go ahead and pause right here so I can explain. When she says C up, that's referring to the Wii controls, the GameCube controls, and the N64 controls. If you're using the 3DS, it's a bit different. I believe there will be an icon on the touchscreen that you can just tap instead, making it much easier. That's what I don't like about the GameCube and Wii control and classic controller controls for this, is that the C buttons is what was an analog stick, which is just your camera stick. So it makes moving around kind of awkward. Like, I could try to hit right and it sometimes registers it as up. That's why I actually think that using the N64 controls, the 3DS controls, or just using an emulator hooked up with a GameCube controller, not a GameCube, Xbox 360 controller works best. You can also use a keyboard if you're using an emulator, but please, using a keyboard while playing a N64 game. Anyways, I might as well show you the menu screen. Hit R to go to the map. Currently, we are nowhere. Over here is our quest status. We currently have a sword and shield, but we can no longer use it. Here you can actually see the list of songs that you can collect and view them. These are where you'll collect your pieces of hearts. If you have them, collect all 4 to get a new heart container, adding more health to you. And here are your masks, which we'll get into much later. It's pretty much the theme of this game. Anyways, we have no items to use. Anyways, let's just go ahead, dive into this flower. It sucks that it has to line up just perfectly in order to work. You can also hit A in midair to fly down. Use this other flower, get over here. And if we open this chest, we get Deku Nuts. Which, if we use B while flying, it'll actually use drop a Deku Bomb, kind of like a plane. However, if you just use it right now on the ground, it can be used just to stun enemies within close proximity. If you want to go ahead and select them, just highlight them and then use one of the C buttons. I'm gonna go ahead and set it to C left for now. And I'm not gonna waste them for a demonstration. Instead, I'm just gonna fly over here. You're not gonna reach that spot over there, so just go ahead and land on the flower here. You can tell where you're gonna land by a shadow. However, in the 3DS version, you'll actually get a Tiger Team system, which makes things a bit more obvious. Go ahead. If your shadow does not appear, just continue flying in the direction, moving in the direction you want to go, and fall mechanics will land you there.
Hey you, come press C and talk to me.
Yeah, if she goes over, sometimes Tattle will go over to objects, in which case you can highlight that object with Z to target them, and then you can just hit up to talk to Tattle and examine that item.
There you go. See? You can do it if you try. When I fly over to people or objects, use C to look at them, so you can talk to them.
And yeah, you can also use this to talk to people who are far away, and also lock onto enemies and while you're doing combat. So anyways, let's go ahead and fly up to it so we can get a better look at it. And that seems weird.
It's strange, but the way you look right now sort of looks like this tree. It looks dark and gloomy, almost like it could start crying any second now. How sad.
You can use this flower to get back, however, there's no reason to. Let's just continue on through. And we cannot go back. That's why I collected coins, because there's actually unlike in Ocarina of Time, you actually get rewards if you collect a certain amount of stuff. Over here, you got water. This is a cool demonstration. When you're a Deco Scrub, you can actually hop on the water. However, if you hop too many times, you'll actually fall into the water, and in certain cases, you can actually lose a life by doing that. But this water seems to be safe. Anyways, let's chase after that Skull Kid. Or rather, that imp. He's actually an imp named Skull Kid. I wonder why it's that.
You met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
Sudden interruption by a creepy guy.
I own the Happy Mask Shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am at a loss, and now I've found you. Now, don't think of me as rude, but I have been following you.
By the way, his face is actually based on an picture of Shigeru Miyamoto. Just thought I'd point that out. Anyways.
For I know a way to return you to your former self. If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I may return you to normal. In exchange, all I ask is that you also give back my precious mask that the imp stole from me. What? Is it not a simple task? Why, to someone like you, it should be by no means a difficult task. Except, the one thing is, I'm a very busy fellow, and I must leave this place in 3 days. How grateful I would be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. As I see, you are young, and have tremendous courage. My voice is cracking. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Well then, I am counting on you.
Something interesting about the masks, if you check them out, I'm gonna go ahead and see target, is that there's different masks on him that actually is kind of interesting. I see target him right now, but if you look at the back, you can see that he actually has a Mario mask on the back. You also see some other characters, like there's a pig mask, which is kind of like a reference to Earthbound 64. There's also a Falco mask over there, in reference to Star Fox. And I believe over here he has a Re-Dead mask. A Re-Dead is an enemy from Ocarina of Time that is creepy as all heck. Anyways, open these doors and... Dawn of the first day. 72 hours remain.
He gave me the creep. That mask salesman was just sorry, just thinking out loud. But 3 days? Even if we never sleep, that still leaves us with a measly 72 hours. Talk about demanding. Well, don't just stand there. You're going to see the Great Fairy. Look, you want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? The Great Fairy would know what he's up to. She watches over everything. And just between you and me, the Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. Go to the train near the North Gate and you'll find the Great Fairy in there.
Anyways, it seems like we've entered a new area. And we finally appeared on the map. But we are pretty far from this and we just completed the introduction segment. So, next time on Let's Play Majora's Mask, we're gonna do exploring and take Tato's advice to see the Great Fairy. If you like this video and you're looking forward to this new Let's Play, go ahead, leave behind a like, leave behind a comment, share this video, and if you want to see more of this Let's Play and looking forward to continuing this Let's Play with me, go ahead and subscribe to stay notified. Alright, I'll see you guys next video.